mean, I guess I could talk about it live. It's no big deal, but 5 months. Not a lot's happened. I mean, a lot has, but then not for 5 months. Let's see. So, December, I had already been to court. And I had already been sentenced to 10 days in jail. In February, I did my jail time, so I did 5 days in jail. I was sentenced to 10 days, but, you know, good behavior, time and a half, yada, yada. So 2 for 1, so I was able to, I only stayed in there for 5 days, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I've got a computer desk, I've got an entertainment center out in the living room, I've got the computers set up. I've only got one computer changed over to Windows 8.1, and I'm about to do the other computer tomorrow night. I'm going to switch it over to Linux MX19, and then I'll be able to get my audio software and everything like that uploaded. But for the most part, it's just been pretty much going to work and coming home. Don't really do much. I was kind of hoping that there'd be some activity for this one. A little bit bummed out that there's not more traffic, but I'm just small beans. What do I expect, right? Eventually, I do want to start a Twitch channel, but I need more clout for a Twitch channel, man. I need more followers. I need people to be interested. I don't know what I should do. Should I do gaming? Should I do music? Should I kind of do everything? Like gaming and music and then vlogging? Like, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll do a little bit of everything. That I'm drawing a blank right now, honestly. But let's do a dab here live. Let's do that. So marijuana's been recreationally legalized here in Arizona, so I've got some crumble. That's what it's called. You can barely really see it, but there's some chunks in there. I do a really old school method, just a straw and a torch. I've done rigs, I've done dabs out of rigs, but to me, honestly, I'm lazy. I'll be the first to admit it. I am lazy. I don't want to clean all that out. I don't want to keep all of that clean. That's a lot of maintenance. This is a simple straw, and it's dirty as fuck. It's dirty as hell. So, you know, I'll admit it. I'm lazy as hell. So I just like to keep it basic, keep it simple. And the striker on my torch is broken, so I have to use a lighter to get that going. So it's great. But doing dabs by a straw, it's just very simple. You just heat up the tip, just the tip. And once you get a good temperature, and you can overheat it if you want, it don't matter. But the main reason why I think I like straw dabs better than rigs is it's much easier to regulate the amount of dab that you're doing. When you use a straw, you just push it into the pile. Whereas a rig, you drop that in and you're stuck with what you did. I kind of feel like a crackhead doing it this way, though. That was my first thought. Because I've always been old school, you know, just smoking the flower out of a bowl, you know. In fact, I'm going to get my kit here. It's a lovely Rick and Morty box. And then in the box, oh shit, I have some flour. I even have it. I have it pre-packed in a pipe. That's for the weekend. But yeah, this is the container. It also has the Rick and Morty emblem on it. That's where I keep my flour, which you can see it's freaking, I'm scraping the bottom there. That's why I pack, like when I get down to the last of my flour, I pack the final bowl and then I just set it aside. That way it's like whenever I get tired of dabs and I know that I had that one last bowl. And so that's the grinder, same pattern on the front. I gotta get my mouse pointer off the screen. Okay. But yeah, very simple. Peace among worlds, given the fingers, double fingers. But yeah, it's a cool little wood weed box. And then it's even got like a, I don't know what this block is for. I've never I've never used it, but I hear that it's like to assist you in rolling blunts. It makes sense. It's got a curve in it, and that curve seems like it would be blunt size, way too big for a joint. I just wouldn't know how to use it. I don't roll. If I tried to roll a joint by hand right now, it would be the loosest, shittiest thing that you've seen since, I don't know, since the last loosest, shittiest thing that you saw. Not really sure about that, but yeah, the office here, the studio is coming together. I do need to get a green screen. I want to get a green screen, and then I want to do some animation and shit for a background. That way I can, because honestly, right now the room is empty, but any minute now something's going to happen. Yeah, something's going to happen, and my dog's going to come through that door. So I think it'd be great to have a green screen behind me with animated background. That way anything that's going on back here, it wouldn't affect the video. If I'm trying to do like a specific topic or something like that. The other thing is I actually wanted to start my own cartoon. I want to start getting into animation. I want to teach myself how to do it. But I need to get in touch with Brewster Films. They're another YouTube channel. It's run by Brewster and Tyler. And these guys, it's not the greatest animation, but the stories and the way that they do it, the writing is hilarious. And I love their stuff. So ultimately, I want to do a cartoon where it's just like a bunch of teenagers that form a punk band, and they name their punk band Bus Stop Abortion, which is a video title from a Brewster Films video about their bus stop being near an abortion clinic. And so I've already come up with a lot of the storyline for these individual kids in the band, how they come up with the band name Bus Stop Abortion, and why they are even doing punk to begin with. Why come up with the band name Bus Stop Abortion, and why they are even doing punk to begin with. Why they're not doing metal or any of the other popular genres that are out right now. Like in 2021, a group of teenagers chooses to do punk rock. And I'll put it all out there. It's because the character that's going to be the lead singer, the front man of this band, is aware that he sucks at singing. And the only thing that he can make sound good is when he screams or grunts into the microphone. So that's why punk rock is really the only genre that they can really do. And so the other band members, even though they're very talented in their art, they kind of have to go with the front man of the band. They actually make a name for themselves. I don't know what I want to name the cartoon, though. So the band name, and that's the other thing, is it cannot be used already. So my whole idea is shot to shit if there's a band out there with that name already, or somebody else that's using that in some type of intellectual property. So I definitely need to get in touch with Tyler or Brewster from Brewster Films, and I need to let them know that I have this idea, because the Bus Stop Abortion video is like, what, 3 or 4 years old? So there's got to be someone out there that ran with it much sooner than I did. And I only had this idea just recently. I was rewatching through their videos, and I tend to do that sometimes. When I have a really a YouTube channel that I really, really like, I tend to binge watch it, and I go back over and over and over and over those videos, and I just keep watching them, and I just can't get enough of Brewster Films. It's really good stuff. I don't have a following at all. I've got under 100 subscribers. So if one person that doesn't know about Brewster Films goes over there and makes that discovery, it's kind of like, it still makes me feel good. If it's just one person, that's cool. I'm cool with that, because it's that one person that told me about Cyanide and Happiness, and I appreciate that one person so much more, because Cyanide and Happiness has brought so much laughter to my life. Like, Cyanide and Happiness is just freaking hilarious. I have a dark humor. For me, if I can imagine a group of people watching the same thing that I'm watching, and I can wait for their reaction, And when I see something and I know that they're reacting in shock, like they're like, oh, that is hilarious to me. I don't know why, but I find that funny as hell. And so, I don't know, that's why Bruce Do Films, and I'm just trailing off. I don't remember the other channel I was talking about, but they're right up my alley. Cyanide and Happiness, yes. I really love the dark humor. If I'm going to start plugging other channels, another recent channel favorite of mine is Mr. Ballin. He is a very good storyteller. I'm not sure if he's older than me or if we're the same age or if I'm older. I'm not sure where his age lies, but I know he's a former, I think, Navy SEAL, if my information is correct. But from what I can tell now, he just pretty much spends most of his time researching and looking up strange and weird stories, and people send him their stories, and he does episodes on that. But he's a very good storyteller. All of these other YouTube channels that talk about dark things and mysterious things, like they all have a very monotone, or they'll use an obviously computer generated voice. That shit's annoying. So when someone like Mr. Ballin tells a story, it makes you feel like you're in it, if that makes sense. He's very descriptive. He's very he puts you in it. He tells it from a perspective of the person telling the story, and so it kind of makes you feel like you're there, like you're that person also, because he describes feelings, anxieties, this and that and the next thing, and just goes into very, very, very intricate depth in these stories. So Mr. Ballin is a good one. I don't know if it's a channel or just the name of the guy that hosts the channel, but Rob Gavigan is another YouTuber that I follow a lot. But his videos, with all due respect, can be kind of lengthy. To be honest, there seems to be a lot of unnecessary information in the Rob Gavigan videos, but it's very whoever's doing the artwork and the graphics and stuff like that, the cutscenes and things like that, there's something about Rob Gavigan's channel that I just gravitate to. I don't care that the video is 20 minutes long, because I have a short attention span. So 4-minute videos, 5-minute videos, even the 40-second video, I'll watch it. If the title is good enough and I know it's not a clickbait, I'll still watch a short video. But yeah, these very well manicured, well taken care of channels, I think they need more watchers. Just me is not enough. I need to get more people over there. So Bruce Do Films, Mr. Ballin, that's Mr. MRBALLEN. So Mr., the prefix for a man, Mr. And then Ballin, that's, let's see if I remember this. Bravo, Alpha, Lima, Echo, November. So BALLEN. So he has accounts on like Twitter and stuff like that. I just don't remember them. I think it's like his full name and 416 or something, like some numbers, 3 ones. I can't remember the numbers, but it's like John B. Allen. That's where he gets the YouTube name from. Mr. Ballin is just kind of like a play off of his name. It's John B. Allen. Anyways, I've been rambling for a while. I've got the stereo on, and Rambling Man is actually on right now. But I keep seeing that there's one person in here, but nobody's in the chat. So I'm always a little bit skeptical when I start seeing that. Who are you? And let's check the time. Oh, 7:15. My skinny ass needs to eat some dinner. So I am going to call it a night on this stream. I actually need to get something better going on behind me. Because right now I just got a crate with my records in it, and then another crate where I've got my knife collection kind of laid out, like all the knives that I own, and the sharpening kits and stuff like that. So I need to get like a stand or a table, some type of shelving unit there behind me, so I can get all that better organized. But for the most part, this room is still in progress. It's not finished yet. I've got mostly everything done. Like, let's see, I'll move the camera here. I have a good enough connection to keep it with me. So I've done like most of the wall work, put the artwork on the walls. That's the stereo system behind. That's a temporary table that I've got that, but it's got that's an antique receiver from the 1970s. And then, of course, equalizer, CD player, and record player. And it just kind of curves around. That's the mixer that I shall be plugging my guitars into. That's a big-ass speaker. Oh, shit. Sorry. Did not mean to flash a gun on YouTube. Sorry. Sorry about that. I actually forgot that was there. But then the Beatles blanket. You know what? In fact, if you're somebody I know, you need to say something. If you watch this replay and you get to this very end piece that you didn't stick around for and you realize, oh shit, he's talking about me. Yeah, I'm talking about you. That kind of fucking pisses me off. Your participation in this video in the chat could have brought this into a different direction. Could have actually made this more interesting. But instead, you sat there and you didn't fucking participate. You didn't do shit. That's the whole point of doing a live stream. And so where is my motivation in creating a Twitch channel and moving my presence over to Twitch when not a goddamn motherfucker participates in my shit on YouTube anyways? Definitely something for me to fucking think about.